G'day YouTube, how the heck are we doing? It is Foul Play here, and we're back for the third match of this Pauper League. We lost the Dire versus UPS dude, and we've mulliganed and seen this pretty sweet hand. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. We have a turn 2 Armadillo Cloak. So I'm pretty keen for that, especially if we come up against a burn deck, but yikes. Alright, well, Chainer's Edict deck instead, not quite the same thing, but we do have the turn 1 Lotus Petal, so we can get the turn 1 Cartouche, and we can avoid that immediate Chainer's Edict on the untap. Ichor Wellspring from our opponent, and we do hit the Forest off top, but nice little tempo for us here, so we'll do a nice attack for 5, knock our opponent to 15, and we can follow it up with Guaranteed Cloak next turn. Tap land for our opponent, passing to us, and yeah, I guess we're playing into a potential counterspell here. I think we don't enchant, I think we just attack. It doesn't speed the clock up anything this turn by adding that one in. Yeah, so we'll just deal 5 damage. It looks like potentially Grixis Affinity, given the artifact lands, the Ichor Wellspring. So cast down on our warrior token. Well, I'm glad we didn't overextend, given this guy's getting like sacked this turn, obviously. Oh, chunky serpent from our opponent. Okay. Ash Barrens off the top. Yes, we play that so we can cycle Ash Barrens, but we do actually have an attack here. Our opponent could... Unexpected Fangs, I think it's called. Give 1/1 lifelink. Oh, don't tell me you've got Spell Pierce, Metallic Rebuke. Jesus, man. What the hell am I supposed to do versus that? That's filthy. And now Mirror Enforcer from our opponent. So their board is pretty damn chunky. Attacking. Well, no blocks to be had. We can attack into the Mirror Enforcer though. That's kind of nice. End step, we'll cycle the Ash Barrens, get another Plains. Jesus, Jack, what is this rubbish, man? A bunch of bullet cards. Alright, no blocks from our opponent. They go down to 6. Blood Fountain from our opponent. So 4 mana, sack Blood Fountain, return up to 2 target creatures from your graveyard to your hand. Not relevant against us. Now drawing a card off the blood token. Yep, there's Supply Bluff Bridge, and that is completing the Grixis land base. 2 cards in hand for our opponent. Hopefully we hit like an Ethereal Armor here, and we can just continue attacking. Or Ancestral Mask would be even better. Or that! Alright, we'll just stall out here. And Chromatic Star from our opponent. Karklan Shaman, yeah. That's bad for us. That's likely game. I don't know what would get us out of this. They can Blood Fountain return the Shaman too. So even if we get another creature, they can replay this. All the meanwhile, our opponent has us dead into attacks. Yeah, we really need like a light pause or something to get out of that one. Alright, so both these guys attacking in, putting us to 1 life, and I guess we'll see our draw step, but I can't imagine it's anything too eventful. Oh man, Ethereal Armor, where were you last turn, man? That's so bollocks, because a creature would have survived this, or if not, they would have had to have at least lost the Mirror Enforcer. Alright, we'll concede. Alright, so it looks like our opponent has a similar list to this one that Kid Regan was running. So it's got the Gearseeker Serpents that we saw just before, the Mirror Enforcers. We can see the Metallic Rebukes there. Additionally, it looks like they're running 3 Karklan Shamans in the main, 1 Chainer's Edict. No Chainer's Edict, but 2 Chainer's Edicts in the sideboard. So this match is going to get a little bit more difficult from the sideboard. More Metallic Rebukes too, Suffocating Fumes, all that fun stuff. Reminder guys, if you enjoyed this video, find it entertaining or informative, please consider subscribing. So cards we want here include Crimson Acolyte and Young Wolf. Crimson Acolyte to play around the Cut Clan Shaman, and Young Wolf to play around the Chain of Edicts. We'll also bring in a Crucifix's Insight though. We'll be taking out 2 Sulhana Ledgewalkers and 4 Lotus Petals. Alright, this hand has 1 green mana and nothing else, so unfortunately we have to mulligan. This hand's a touch better, but still not amazing. I think it's worth a keep, although, again, not in love with this. Could definitely go very bad. Alright, exactly what we want to see, more land sources. Guess we'll play our Ash Barrens. We'll try to be as mana efficient as possible here. Having access to 3 lands isn't horrible. I guess we Rancor at this point, because it's not like we can cantrip into a hexproof creature anymore and play it on the same turn, so we'll just do that. Alright, so no black mana yet. Ichor Wellspring from the opponent. Crimson Acolyte off the top. Now we're talking. That's much, much better. Alright, well, we'll just cantrip a couple more cards. Oh, yeah, not bad. Ethereal Armor off the top too. Alright, we could be in for a game finally after a couple of good top decks. Our opponent playing Vault of Whispers, holding mana up and passing to us. We'll just go ahead and start going in on this Crimson Acolyte. It's the creature we actually want to keep around. I'm going to play around Metallic Rebuke here. What's this? Deadly Dispute, sucking Ichor Wellspring? Sure. So now we no longer need to play around Metallic Rebuke. That being the case, let's jam this one. Alright, so that's an attack for 11, and that puts us in a really strong spot. Oh man, opponent with Cast Down, you gotta be kidding me, dude. Oh, that's a fair blowout. As if they're keeping that in against us, what a load of crap. They're bringing in like Sweepers and Chainer's Edicts, and they're still keeping in their Cast Downs. Does not seem right to me. Crucifix's Insight from us. And playing straight into Metallic Rebuke at this point. Alright, we find a bunch of good auras. Let's get them all. Don't mind if I do. Ethereal Armor, and we'll get back to our attacking. Suffocating Fumes. Alright. Sure. Alright, so there's no attacks to be had. We can get a lot of trample, a bit of card draw next turn. Hopefully our opponent doesn't put a fat, like, Gearseeker Serpent onto the board, because that's going to be too hard to get past with our current stuff. Alright, we see a Wellspring from our opponent. 5 cards in hand. Mirror Enforcer, okay, that's a chunky one. Mirror Enforcer for 0 at that. And more mana off the top. Alright, I guess we'll play around a Metallic Rebuke and Cetizen Training here. Get the card draw, and guess we're not playing around Metallic Rebuke anymore and doing Cetizen Training instead. Card draw. First strike, come on deck. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, no attacks to be had. Our opponent's at 11, and we got a Fragile Little Wolf. Hand step, opponent drawing a card with the clue token. Another Mirror Enforcer. Yep, these are going to be hard to get past. First one attacking, we'll take that. Going to 16. Unexpected Fangs. Alright, that one's getting chunky. Got another Unexpected Fangs. Alright, second main Springleaf Drum. And yeah, cool, awesome. You love to see it. Holy shit, man. Could we like draw any worse this game? Such a feels bad. Alright, pass to our opponent. And Thoughtcast reloading their hand. Another Mirror Enforcer, third Mirror Enforcer. Misvault Bridge. Alright, we might be dodging interaction for now. I think we trade off with this lifelink one. We get to reset Rancor on the Bogle. And we just play as if they don't have Chainer's Edict, because we can't take that much damage and let them get that much continued life gain. Of course, Utopia Sprawl off the top. Alright, we'll play out that rubbish and pass to our opponent. Alright, that has to be our opponent's third Ichor Wellspring, right? No. Third, not fourth. You hit the Chainer's Edict. I'll scoop the Chainer's Edict. Blood Fountain. Alright. Okay, they drew a card off the Blood token. They got off the Blood Fountain. Hard Evidence. Another crab with Investigate. So I can sack that artifact to draw a card. Attacking with these Enforcers. Look, we'll take the damage. We are dead to Galvanic Blast. There's no way around that one. Alright, so Blood Fountain. Opponent returns Mirror Enforcer from the grave to the battlefield. And with that, I mean, their vanilla creatures are great. Ours are awful. Alright, well, we couldn't quite get there, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless. Make sure to leave a comment down below. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Unfortunately, it's a tough matchup, and our draws were pretty damn poop. Till next time, guys, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you then.